Hey, it's Science 2.0 here. And as we watch the sun set over the gorgeous flat pancake we call Earth, here in beautiful, scenic, resplendent Taos, New Mexico, we're going to talk about the infamous case of Roswell. I'm just sitting here on the ground. I found a spot where the cactuses won't prod into me, which is pretty rare because there's so many cactuses around here. Just watching the sunset, waiting for night to fall upon the liberal town of Taos, New Mexico. It's too liberal here. But tonight's story is the infamous story of Roswell, New Mexico, which is a town a while down that way, which I'm not going to. There are too many dogs barking here. There are cars and houses, but at least I'm not isolated. Taos, New Mexico, the land of enchantment, but also the land of aliens. You just thought Area 51 was in Nevada? Wait until you hear the story that I bet you've never heard before of Roswell, New Mexico, just a few miles down from Taos. And by a few, I mean 300, but whatever. Earth is a giant flat pancake. It's no little thing. I couldn't go down to Roswell and show you. This is just Taos up here. But anyway, it happened in the old times, the 40s, back when men were men, and there was one conservative farmer named Mr. Bob Hank Hughes, and he was out tending his cattle. He was like, I'll die the day veganism becomes a thing, because he was into livestock and whatnot, and back then it was okay to eat some meat, and there were no veggie burgers or tofurkey as there are now in the liberal circles. So anyway, Mr. Bob Ross Hank Hill says, oh my gosh, my sheep have been sucked of blood by something, as if something has taken out their insides. And then the men in black showed up, Will Smith and Tommy Lee Jones, in their evil, dark car, and they said, we're from the government, Mr. Conservative, and we are here to take your money and your sheep, and we will hide lots of secrets from you, like that vaccines cause autism, that Obamacare is a trick, and that there are aliens in your backyard, and they were what killed your sheep, but we're not going to tell you. So, if it seems like I'm putting kind of a conservative spin on this story, trust me, I'm not. It's been verified by InfoWars and naturalnews.ca, as well as the Daily Berries, so you know it has to be true. Now, the government came up, and they took an ambulance, and then Will Smith said, we're going to put your aliens in the back of this here ambulance, and then we are going to take the aliens away to a covert spot. So then they took the aliens off to Area 51, all the way in Nevada. I don't know why they did that. They're pretty far apart, but they did it anyway. So then, of course, the question arose, why would they do this to this farmer? And the fact is, they don't want us to know that the aliens are out there. And the aliens like to party hardy, and that's why they come down here to Margarita and Chips Country. And that's so. There's been sightings in Phoenix, Arizona, Area 51, and right here in this state, Roswell, New Mexico. And this was kind of the first big alien sighting in Roswell, New Mexico. I mean, I don't mean I'm in Roswell right now. I'm in Taos. But, you know, close enough. So in Roswell, it was the first time that anyone had ever said we're going to take your aliens. And once the aliens had been brought to Area 51 that had landed in Roswell, they actually sliced the aliens open, looked at their organs for a while, because, you know, the aliens were dead, because it's hard to crash on Earth, because there's so much flat land to land on of the flat Earth. So, they took them to an empty operating table room, and they sliced them open, looked at their innards, you know, kind of investigated them. The same way that one of those fiendish aliens from outer space would probe my innards. So I'm darn glad the government is keeping us safe from the aliens. I mean, I don't like the government for income tax and all that kind of thing, but, you know, at least they keep us safe from aliens. I have to praise them for that, I guess. Except now, Trump has decided to call in the evil aliens, because they're cooler. And he's decided to turn away the good aliens, and I think that's a wise choice on his part. Very conservative thing to do, Mr. Trump. Turn back those nice, we come in peace type aliens and let in the stormtroopers and the blobs. That's it. But anyway, so going back to Roswell, that fateful night in Roswell. After that, word got out. The government can't hold anything back from us truth seekers. We know it's real, don't we? That's right. And they said, we are going to make Roswell hereforth the alien capital of the world. And now whenever you go down to Roswell, no longer there's a person down there. I hope they're not angry with me for trespassing on their property, but I hope... Oh, they're just taking a hike. I guess this is just kind of a parkish, woodsy area. But anyway, after that, they hung up all kinds of alien signs, alien memorabilia, alien everything. They said, come on down. We know that the aliens have been there. And after that, there was no way of suppressing the truth anymore. Now if you go to Roswell, it's not just a simple little farming town anymore filled with country bumpkins. Now there's signs of aliens, merchandise of aliens. You can buy alien coffee mugs, alien t-shirts, alien posters, alien sweaters. You can buy anything alien. And these ingenious capitalist folks have decided to capitalize on the incredible, true story of how some dirty, no-good alien chose their town as the spot to land. And then, before anyone could even get a good look at the aliens and probe them for themselves and look at them and put them in a zoo, the men in black came around. I mean, I guess I like Tommy Lee Jones. He's neat, what with his singing the blues. But, you know, that's what they did there in Roswell. Will Smith and Tommy Lee Jones came up to the farmer, Hank Hill McBumstead, and they said, there ain't no way you Earth people are going to know about the shadowy conspiracy that there is of aliens. And so then, Hank Hill McPumpkin had to give up his prize-winning aliens, which he could have gotten rich off, because the government doesn't want you to get rich. And they don't want you to know that they dissected an alien and then made a nice deli sandwich of the aliens. They're in the basement of Area 51. And just as it happens, it's a pretty strange occurrence that happened to be here in Taos. And just think, what really happened in that night in 1985 in Roswell New Mexico, the town that is almost surely now the alien capital of the world. I hope you've enjoyed this series so far. It's been a nice journey to talk about the truth and real science and separate it from the hokey science that they'll feed you and spread the truth. If you like this video, then share it with people. Tell people about these videos. The truth must get out. It must get out. It must get out. Let it out. Just spread me like a virus. That's it. Tell everyone I exist. My videos exist, and we will not stop at anything. Here's to 20 great videos, which you should all watch, and to 80 more for as long as I can keep this up, by golly. Thanks for watching Science 2.0.